Only people who know. Only people will know. Assalamu alaikum. We are now on where are we? Facebook.
So I got to get off of here and go to Facebook?
Yeah, go to your Facebook app.
Okay.
We should be able to see. Oh. Assalamu alaikum, people. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you guys doing? Make sure that everything's going right here. All right. Assalamu alaikum, guys. You guys go head over to Facebook, inshallah. Facebook or YouTube. Facebook, YouTube. Assalamu alaikum. All right, we got some people. Oh, in the chat, we got, here we go. Salam Usman. What we got here? We got, yes, mashallah. Wa alaikum assalam. How you guys doing? So I'm waiting. Ibrahim is in the house. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. For those people that know, before the other guys come in, I'm going to remind you guys that we have the DEEN TV short film competition. It's coming up. The deadline is September 15th. Make sure you get your videos in for those people, since we're on live on DEEN TV also. Excuse me. So I'm going to try to bring in Joshua and Naeem very soon, and we will just do a little online chat. Alhamdulillah, for the first time you give me for alhamdulillah, first time watching you live. Nice, very nice. Naeem, bro. Mashallah. We got a good good group of people here. Salams from Turkey. We got some from our Turkish brothers in here. Yeah. All right, Joshua, how do you join? Okay, I sent you a link in WhatsApp. So click on the WhatsApp link. Assalamu alaikum from Malaysia. How you doing, Irwan from Malaysia? Nice, very nice. Some love from Pakistan. Josh, I sent you a link in WhatsApp, so make sure that you click on it, and then we can join. I'm getting some feedback from the other side here. So, oh, there we go. We got Mr. Salam coming in from North Carolina. Let's pull him in here. Here we go. There we go. It's Josh Salam. I'm gonna put on my headset so you talk to the peoples.
Okay, so welcome everybody. This is Joshua Salam tuning into you live with Abdul Malik and Naeem. We were given an update on Instagram, but we had to come over because we're international right now. Naeem's in Canada.
Can you flip your camera?
Can I flip my camera?
Is it possible?
You mean like this?
There we go. Now we talking.
Hey. What was I saying? Naeem's in Canada. Abdul Malik is in he's in America, but he kind of mentally lives in Indonesia. So we international right now. In fact, Abdul Malik, I think your Bahasa Indonesia is like at the same level as your Arabic now.
Ya, mungkin. Saya mau bicara bahasa Indonesia sedikit.
Are you serious? Your Indonesian is that close to your Arabic. Shout out to Georgetown University. Good job, guys. Good job.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to learn a little bit because I think Indonesia has a very interesting community. Like I feel like it mirrors a lot of what we're going through. As whoa. I'm trying to fix my headset.
I tell you this, Naeem, Indonesia, out of all our travels, I felt the most like the African American community, energy wise and community wise in Indonesia.
I'm good with that. I enjoy Indonesia. I love them.
The thing about Indonesia, man, they got everybody, man. They got black people. They got black people in Indonesia. You know that, right?
They got black
people in a lot of places. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Original native black people in Indonesia. I mean, they're from what we call it the Papua region, Irian Jaya. A lot of them aren't Muslim, but there's a strong push to bring them closer to Islam. But yeah, Indonesians can talk about that place. It's very interesting. Indonesia is crazy, man. A lot of cool stuff in Indonesia and Malaysia. I love Malaysia too. Not trying to start any politics there. Love Malaysia, love Indonesia, Singapore, Brunei, all of them.
He trying to make sure he get invited to both. Love Turkey, love Mali.
So we're on all 4 channels. We're on Native DEEN YouTube, Native DEEN Instagram, Native DEEN DEEN TV, and DEEN TV's Instagram. And what happened to Naeem? He dropped off.
That's all right. We don't need him anywhere, man. Let's go.
So what's going on? So Josh, you were telling me also a little bit. What were you saying before we left? We were talking about what's going on in the community down in Duke with lately. What's happening?
Well, let me just. Of course, the whole university is dealing with COVID, and they just put out an announcement that if you're not vaccinated by October 1st, you're fired. With no chance of a rehire. So, that's interesting. And, for those who know or don't know, Joshua Salam has filed a religious exemption for the vaccine. So I won't be getting vaccinated. If you want to talk to me about that or debate with me, you can come on my own private Instagram so y'all can beat me up on that. But also, it's really cool that the Muslim students organize themselves to come together for Fajr, Monday through Friday. And so they already got back started with that. And it's beautiful to see them coming in there. And on Wednesday, ever since they started that, I was like, well, to kind of support it, on Wednesdays, I go in there just like this with my apron, and I cook pancakes and eggs. And after Fajr, we just kind of have some food. The only difference is now we have to eat it outside, like on a back patio area. No eating inside. So I think that's some cool stuff. And the Jummah is something that I'm really, this is, some people don't know, but I wrote a paper about what's the purpose of Jummah. Because the Muslim community, Jummah is like a 15-minute to 30-minute huge religious thing that a lot of people go to, but that's it. I mean, what kind of thing is that where your main religious thing is 15 to 20 minutes every week? And I say that because most people come late, right? Because they're rushing to manage work and get into prayer, and they only get an hour lunch, so they just got to time it. Let me get there in time for the last 2 rakah, pray it, and then rush back out to work. So no shame or no fault on any of the people. They're just trying to manage their faith in this Western American context where Friday is not a weekend. And unless you're kind of a high roller where you can demand, I'm not going to work Fridays, you gotta working on your lunch break. So alhamdulillah for all the Muslims out there that have been getting in that 15, 20, 30 minutes travel time, traffic, and of course, the headache of the masjid parking lot. It's a nightmare. And that's why all those khatibs need to end exactly on time. Don't be going over, because you could get somebody fired. Astaghfirullah. So, we got a Jummah thing going on, and we try to beautify that as much as we can. But Naeem's back.
Naeem, you driving on the left side of the road?
Not unless
I'm being driven.
You're being driven.
Alhamdulillah.
He's that type of guy. He's just driven. He's got that driven spirit.
I have a drive for life. Just go for it. Always go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Special kind of drive.
So Josh was telling him about the situation at Duke. He was telling us the COVID situation. Yeah.
You didn't tell these guys about. Did you guys tell these guys about the weekend and all, or because this is a whole other family? Peace.
No, you gotta tell him. Yeah, tell him about the weekend.
This guy from Libya, on here. I love you so much, Native Dean. We appreciate you. Hey, his name is Islam. You can't beat that. Ibrahim Downey who's now living in Malaysia. Shout out to Malaysia. We've been there too. Like I would say, last weekend we did something we hadn't done, and like I said, on the other side, about 21 years of our existence, is we had a sleepover at Josh's house because his mom said we could do it. Yay! No, but we did. We had a little retreat at Josh's. It wasn't his mom. He's grown. Though Sister Jeanette.
Yeah, shout out to Sister Jeanette.
When she say it goes. We got together at Josh's and we started Josh got off. We got it with Josh and house, and we started to just talk about what we're gonna do with Native Dean, what's the future, what's the growth and stuff like that. So we're looking at next steps, inshallah. Put together a plan for the new album and documentary coming out, inshallah. So we're looking. We heard. I said we got a lot of good brotherlyhood bonding, some heart-to-heart talks, and also we got to hear a lot of new music that Abdul Malik has gotten us a start on listening and watching. It's not listening for us to start writing to, inshallah. So I think it was a really productive and great weekend. What did you guys think about the weekend?
Yeah, it was good. But Naeem, you breezed over that documentary. I just want to highlight that we, over the 21 years, we've traveled so many places and we've met so many people and we have so many crazy and exciting and fun stories that we just felt like we gotta share that. We think people might want to hear that. So I hope people looking forward to that.
Hey, Mary.
Huh?
I said Patricia Mary. She said, "Hey there." I'm just saying hi. Keep going.
So we want to share that with the people, because a lot of people don't know those stories. You might have seen some snippets online when we were in Africa or in Turkey or in Indonesia, but there's a lot behind that. There's a lot behind the camera that has never been told. So that's kind of what this documentary is gonna try to be, and we hope you guys enjoy it.
Inshallah. So, I'm really looking forward to it. Like you said, if you talk about, I'm already looking to the documentary. You've talked a lot about documentary over time with these guys, but we really ain't talking about what's next, at least with the album and stuff. And I think there's a lot of great potential of topics that we haven't talked about before. Oh my God! Oh, this is Wesley Palmer. I thought that said Wesley Porter. I was like, wow, Wes is on this thing. That'd be crazy. But we've spent I think there's gonna be a lot of different topics we haven't talked about before in previous albums. I'm looking forward to, showing our personal growth, as fully mature men and fathers and sons and and nephews and whatever else categories you can give us, babas. There's other things that we're still working on developing, personally. So I'm looking forward to it. People, my family members are looking forward to us doing this as well. So inshallah, let's see what happens. Adam, shout outs, missing y'all. Yeah, man.
What do you mean missing y'all? Y'all still there?
Yeah, apparently me and Domalik don't have such a presence as
You about to? You tell them about you bringing coffee from Yemen to Adams?
Yeah, you got to talk about that. Or I don't know, is that public knowledge
we
yet?
talk about it's public knowledge, but man, y'all, I mean, the big gaping, y'all. And the last week it meant nothing. Y'all had no comments. Yeah, we were at Josh's house. Whatever. Whatevs. Let's talk about Adams. Which we can talk about Adams.
No,
Come on, man.
I mean,
That's what
I
the
guess
people
because
here
we just.
for, man. They want to know what the new music is about. What's happening?
That's true. That's true.
Inform the people.
Let me see. What's that?
Yeah.
I'd love to have you all on my show to talk about it. I'm in Durham, by the way. Who's in Durham? Patricia?
Joshua
I'm in
wouldn't even
Durham.
have to be virtual. He's your neighbor. Just look out the door. Just be like, hey,
Hey.
Patricia, that's you. Oh my God. I'm about to come over and ask for a cup of sugar.
Native Dean doesn't like how neighborly I am, but that's okay.
Nobody said they don't like how neighborly. Yeah, let's talk about this. We in Josh's house. You know, people. Josh is like the mayor. Wherever he goes, he's the mayor. He's the mayor. He's the police force. He's the local crime fighter. He's the local superhero. You know, there was a dog off leash ran through the neighborhood, and for me, I'm like, these dumb people and their dogs make me sick. Josh is like, Next neighbor walks past. He's like, hey, Kelly, good morning. Working on your stretches? So good. Keep it going. I saw a dog off leash. Did you see that? No way. Kelly was like, oh my God. Okay, we're on it, Josh. When the powers unite. You know, so like, it was really weird.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me though. I know Josh. I know Josh. He's in the community. He's you know. That's
why the brother's like he missed. That's why the best brother Target Islam was like, we missed you at Adams. They missed that energy. They missed that.
They missed the
Josh moments.
Running around helping. Yeah, it's interesting. We all have our own like unique like special the way our interaction with the community. You know.
Yeah. Let's talk. Yeah, now you talk about Abdul-Malik's interaction with the community.
My interaction? What are you talking about? Of course, I remember.
We're working with all the kids. Oh wait a minute. I'm glad to meet you back in the day. And Morocco guys was dope. We're the drummers. Oh, okay. Hey, Side Jim. Oh, cool, man. Back in Morocco. MashaAllah, man. That's back in the day. But what's up? Domali is teaching the youth, man, how to defend themselves, giving them like self-esteem, so they can go to school, get bullied. You know, they break out that Mahasana and break out that, what do you call it? Silat, pinchot, silat, up in the spot. Train even my son Zane. You know, come on, man.
What do you call that special move that he teaches?
Sakaramuta. When he kicked that guy in the head in the MMA battle. So Abdul Malik is in the community, man.
I'm not. It's not just Josh. I mean, I'm just like I'm periphery. You know, I'm doing the little I can. Naeem, you're gonna be more in the community soon. You know.
What are you talking about? Naeem is in the world community.
You're in the world community. I'm talking about like Adams, like the
Adams community. Yeah, right now. When I walk around Adams, I'm just like, hey man, can you go grab that? Thanks. I'm not like you guys. You guys are like local celebrities. Like they walk in the masjid, they're like, and as Josh was, oh my God, I'm done with that. Oh, he took him. No, I'm walking past just like, hey brother, you're new here. Hey, salam alaikum. How are you doing? Well, let me tell you about Adams. I'm like, man, you better get out of my face. I've been here how long?
You sure? Now? Maybe you sure they say that, or did they say, hey, you're new here? Are you Muslim?
Oh wow. Yeah, could be that too.
Somebody just said something like that in the chat. So what were they talking about? Here we go. Here we go. This is for you, Joshua.
What's that? Let me see what you got. Wait a minute.
And the person, and why before he did that, person said they were from Michigan. I'm on the other side of the lake. I'm waving. I'm on the other side of the lake. That's what's this, Ontario? There's Lake Ontario here. So Michigan guy, I'm waving at you. Sound like him. You're on the other side.
So I'm glad the person asked, because sometimes people don't ask and they assume that I am a convert. I don't know why people would assume that I'm a convert. But actually,
You got that new convert energy. That zeal for Islam in life. That's what it is, man. You got that new. The salats just ring better when that brother say Allahu Akbar. You feel it.
that is such a positive spin. I like that, Naeem. We need some more of that positivity. But I know why people assume, because I went to Dela Hijra one time, and there was this old Arab guy. He was about like 60, and we were in a little halakha, and he was talking about, with the Arab accent and everything, he's talking about, when I first accepted Islam, and I was like, man, what you talking about? Like, maybe he was like not on his DEEN, and then he accepted Islam finally, but it turns out he was Christian, and my stereotype was that, older Arab guy with an Arab accent, he must be born and raised Muslim. So sometimes people just assume that, my blackness or my African Americanness, he must be a convert. So I get it, and I'm no longer as offended as I used to be by it. But
as offended.
Yeah, I chose my words wisely. So
still stings when somebody thinks you converted. It's still like. I usually tell people I've been Muslim as long as you have, and they're like, "What do you mean?" My whole life.
Ooh. So, but then the second part of that person said, can I sing My Faith, My Voice? So here we go. My faith, my voice, my faith, my voice. Don't care what they say. It's my voice, my faith, my voice. Come on, be my community. All right, that's it.
Hey, and someone else said a minute ago, they said they were at they met us in 2006 at the Mass concert we did up there. That was with Sami Youssef and Mass. I was going to say Islamic Relief. It was during the Islamic Relief tour. We took this like little break between shows. And we did Boston, and then we flew from Boston, and then we did Chicago the next day. And that's another one of those amazing moments. Mr. Joshua Salam turned on the Joshua Salam charm and get us out of a jam, because all the flights were getting canceled and we didn't know how we were going to make the show, all stuff like that. We was like, Josh, go to the counter, do what you do, get us to Chicago. And he turned on the whole, hey, how's it going? My name is Joshua Salam. These are my friends, Naeem and Dumala, and we're a part of a band called Native Dean. We have a concert tonight in Chicago. We really need to get there. How can you help us? And then, hey, we had a free taxi back to, because whatever, our flight wasn't from Boston. Our flight was from Rhode Island. We drove from Boston to that flight. Then we got a free taxi, new tickets, everything for us and one of the tour managers, Dawood Momin. Shout out to Dawood Momin, to fly into Chicago because of that guy.
Really?
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, man.
That's a true story.
I don't remember any of this, but I'm glad you.
This is a good sale for the. This is a good sale for the documentary. You think I don't remember nothing? It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me telling stories. Those guys like, for real? We were saying? No way.
It's interesting that you say that. There's one organization in the local area. You guys know the organization. I don't know if I should mention it, but they're actually trying to document. All of the guys who developed this Islamic organization. A lot of them passed away. So now they reached out to you, Josh, actually, and and then you reached out to me to help to film some of the older. So we did session 1, and he's just telling all of these stories from his childhood and from everything, and it's like, man, Naeem, man, may Allah preserve you. I would not be able to do all that.
I mean, please don't laugh at me. Say Allah preserve me. Say Allah preserve me, and say Ameen. Say Ameen. Like the whole community. Come on, may Allah preserve you.
May Allah preserve you. Thanks. I'll be more solemn.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, but yeah, man, these stories need to be. I'm thinking about this even for my own family, man. There's stuff that my mom told me recently of her becoming Muslim. We talked about New Shahada a second ago. My mom told me, like, we were like, because my brother he shared some pictures, some little graphic pictures of him doing for Eid, the lamb, and I'm like, Man, not everybody ready for that, man. You gotta put some, some warnings or something like that, because that's a lot. And then my sister was like, I'm still traumatized from back in the day. My sister who's not even Muslim anymore, she's the oldest ones of us. I'm still traumatized back in the day, the slaughter, the thing. I was like, what are you talking about? And then my mom was like, yeah, we used to go to the Jewish grocery store, the Jewish side of town, and they wanted halal chicken. These two Jewish guys held the chicken. My mom cut the chicken. Did her own halal, bro. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, the two Jewish guys held the chicken. She, Bismillah, Allah Akbar, cut the chicken. That story needs to be told.
That
Oh
chicken
my
was like
That
raw.
is
but who knew?
that's gangster, man. That's you gotta. That's
But no, I'm telling you, if you start talking to we did the whole thing, found out your mom is an award-winning like ballerina from another world. She's in the
but you didn't
Smithsonian
cut any
Museum.
chicken.
She probably got.
That's a
But
next level, man.
but I'm saying all of these people have lived lives, man, and they
Yeah,
need
yeah, that's
to.
true.
We need to hear they've lived something that could benefit somebody. Somebody's been out there struggling getting halal meat in their house. They tired of eating just vegetables, and they'd be like, they broke down and like, okay, we doing this. I'm gonna go to Billy Bob's farm and go with the behind me a chicken, and there's a yeah.
So on extended family, well, I want to say two things. One, your story gives me hope, Naeem, because I don't remember that story at all, and hopefully there's a lot of stories like that where maybe I did some good and I don't remember, and I hope it all shows up on the day of judgment. But the other one is your brother, man. He's being mentioned here at Duke University. They as one of like the big artists that they're trying to bring to the university on
The
a
guy
tour.
who did this shirt, Mr.
Tariq
Tariq
Touré
Touré. Yeah, man.
got a book and everything.
2 books, 3 books. What are you talking about? He's
Really?
authored 3 books now. Yeah, he's authored 2 books of poetry. He has also a children's book called David's Dollar that talks
Yeah.
about how the money should float within the Black community and the Muslim community.
Yeah.
He's been featured on Al Jazeera. He started a hashtag no justice no LeBron that was mentioned on ESPN. I mean, this guy he's the real deal. I'm like fake celebrity. That guy is like, he was in the newspapers growing up for every Friday because of all his football. He's like he's like a Paul Robeson. This guy, all he needed. Yeah, so that guy, yeah, alhamdulillah.
Tell him to make a sequel to that to David's Dollar called.
We missed it. It was a punchline. I know there was a joke coming, but we missed it.
I need the sequel to David's Dollar, which should be named Daddy's Broke.
Oh my God, you're so fired. He's saying a sequel to David's Dollar called Daddy's Broke.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real. That's all.
He can't be. He won't be broke because the money kept circulating in the community.
That's the
but
ideal
still,
community. We need that real story. Daddy, can I go get an e-gift, boy?
But again, like even with Tariq, like that, it's still documenting stories of like we people need to. I even think just even people watching us here, even for your own families, at least minimally have the conversations with your families. They won't be here forever. Learn about them. You think that they just old guy in your neighborhood, or there's something that your grandparents there's stuff that your grandparents never told you, their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations, things that you're dealing with. And I think about that, like me. I don't have any relationship with my dad. And wallahi, I believe he maybe even passed on. But there's a lot of times I'm thinking where I am in life at 40 plus years old. There's things that from his life of living at that age, his aspirations and dreams, they won't be exactly the same, but there's questions that I would like to have that kind of relationship with somebody to help me figure those things out. And those are the questions I like ask my mom now and other people. And that's why I think we should if you can document those stories, if you can share them with other people, remember those things. It's so important. It's so important. So please do that, inshallah.
It's a good message to end on.
Yes.
Shout out of all my full names, please. Doe Dog Rugs. What?
We'll take that down.
Okay.
All right, so look, it's 11 o'clock, brothers.
I'm about to go get in a long line and stand in to get some hipster breakfast. So
I'm about to go. I have to do some work, so I'm not looking forward to that. But alhamdulillah, may Allah, I guess, reward us. Does any last minute, I guess, for people, anything they have the question before we end the stream? We'll give people 30 seconds for anything they want to say. Let's see if we can answer everything. I'll see if I post everything here, except not everything. Okay, assalamu alaikum. All right, here we go. This is from brother Zad Zubair. All right. Again, you guys got 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
We're having a great day. Don't go. Dog, rugs.
What else? What else, people?
We'll be back next week. Next week we'll be back. Inshallah.
Who's not? Who's the? It goes alphabetical order.
I'm next week on. Oh yeah, but I'm next week on Instagram.
Okay.
It goes alphabetical.
On Instagram. May Allah preserve you guys. Assalamu alaikum.
Malik.
And may Allah double for you guys. Love from Bangladesh. Do Malik. Shout out to Bangladesh Bengali community. So I used to watch Nasheeds when I was younger. Rayan, keep watching, man. Keep watching. There's new Nasheeds coming out. New videos coming out, inshallah. When's the new single? The new single, like you said, definitely, hopefully by Ramadan time. But we're working on a new album, so that's the main thing. My name spells don't do drugs. Okay, yeah, that's a good job. That's a good thing to spell your name with.
All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Assalamualaikum.
10.
Walaikum salam, Jay.
9.
May Allah continue to bless you. May Allah continue to bless you guys too. My favorite song is the Rain song. Go ahead, Abdullah. I appreciate that, man. That was a really important song for me. It meant a lot to me. And hopefully we have some new ones that you'll enjoy just as well.
It's a miracle song. You got to tell that story next time.
Next time we tell the story about the Rain song. Miraculous, yes.
All right. 5.
How many fans only listen to the voice-only tracks? I'm not sure. I think there are a bunch who do, and we'll continue to put those out. I mean, I think we may need to be even more intentional about those on the new album. When the new album comes out, we should probably do that intentionally. But on Spotify, you can find all the voice-only tracks all the time. May Allah preserve and keep you all safe.
All right, guys.
Appreciate your attitudes and your humor. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for getting on. Kung Fu Malik. Don't see you can't end like that. He's not Kung Fu Malik. He's Silat Malik. That's not.
Thank you.
Oh my God. You might as well call him Karate Malik, right? You might as well, Yeah.
Actually, Karate Malik got a ring to it.
Karate Malik.
No.
Pink Chop Silat Malik.
Yeah, I'll do this. There you go.
Silat Malik. There it is.
I had to do that myself. All right, guys.
Alhamdulillah. We appreciate
it. All right,
you,
guys. We're done.
From Indonesia.
All right.
Hey, Esther. Assalamualaikum. Have a blessed weekend, guys. Make the most of this week, inshallah. Take care. See you next week.
Wa alaikum.
Wa alaikum.